Welcome everyone to beautiful Pottsville, Pennsylvania for the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise. Ken Cara here with Ed Hurst as well. What's your official title, Ed? Every year I have to ask you this, I apologize.
Well, I guess I'm in charge of telecommunications for the cruise this year, since it's been my job lately. I've been doing the TV with you. I guess this is maybe about 4 or 5 years for you and me.
We go back now, Ed. I've learned a lot about cars from you, so I thank you. We are telecommunicating now, and we want to thank some of our sponsors. Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton, northeastern Pennsylvania's signature Corvette dealer with the best selection of new and pre-owned Corvettes. Go to fairwaymotors.com. Harry's U-Pull at Auto Parts with 3 locations, Hazleton, Allentown, and Pennsburg. They have the lowest price and largest selection of auto parts. Go to wegotused.com. And Vito's coal-fired pizza and restaurant, Coal Creek Plaza in St. Clair, offering fresh seafood, veal, chicken, specialty sandwiches, and of course their coal-fired pizza, offering on and off-site catering, and they can accommodate any party size. Call them 570-429-1888. Got to get the sponsors in, Ed. Very important. I just ate at Vito's a few days ago. And I was just at Fairway not too long ago. You welcomed me in. The 2020 Corvette stopped by. I said, Ed, why is this such a big deal? You explained it to me. So that was a pretty cool event.
Yeah, we had that day after you left. You came in the morning, but throughout the day we had over 2,000 people came to see the new mid-engine 2020 Corvette. We're sold out of allocations for the car right now. We have about approximately 50 of them sold already. It was a big day for Fairway. A lot of people came. They all got a chance to sit in the car and totally loved it. It was great.
And if someone rolled down the street right now in a 2020 Corvette with this group of people, what would happen? You think there would be a...
It would come to a screeching halt. But fortunately, we don't have to worry about that because the car doesn't go into production until mid-December, and you won't see them in showrooms until the beginning of February.
However, what you will see, if you notice to our left, the other stars of the show today, of course, the cars in it. As soon as I pulled in, I don't even know if you said hello to me. You said, I just got this last night.
Yeah, I did. I just got this last night. Of course, you know, I'm the Corvette Specialist Used Car Manager at Fairway Chevrolet, and I custom ordered this car back in mid-June for myself, and it came in on Thursday, and I picked it up yesterday. It's a 2019 Corvette Grand Sport. I custom ordered it in white with the blue center stripe with the red interior and the red hash marks. It's like a Captain America car. So it's getting a lot of looks.
It's beautiful, Ed. You drive it right down here. I mean, did you take it out on the road at all, or is it just right to the Great Pottsville Cruise for show?
I drove it down here. I drove it a little bit this morning. I think it has like 62 miles on it. So
I'm going to check it out with the camera in a little bit so we get some B-roll, as we call it in the industry. Which I pay attention to. What's something you really want me to shoot on your car?
Yeah.
The interior looks very nice.
The interior, the whole car is beautiful.
I know you just got it, but are you cool walking away from your car for a little bit? We'll head down the road.
Sure. Sure. I was helping park cars here earlier before you got here, part of being on the cruise committee, and there are some great cars that we're going to showcase here on the show today. Some new ones that I've never seen here before. Every year, you know, more and more people come from other areas, or people upgrade their cars or build new ones. So there's some really cool cars we're going to look at and talk to some people and hear their stories. And it's a great day. Not a lot of humidity today.
Do you see a lot of people coming back for this? A lot of people have been here maybe the 26 years who are like, they just absolutely love this event.
There's quite a few people come back every year to this event that have been here from the beginning. If you look at some of the cars we'll film, there'll be stickers on from years past, the cruise stickers to get into the show. So it's a big deal.
Last thing I want to say is Pottsville's beautiful. I mean, I was just shooting some video going up and down, getting some of the cars before we started talking, and even the buildings in the background. I thought, what a great backdrop, and I think it helps make this pretty unique, the Great Pottsville Cruise. But the cars are really the stars of the show, so let's start walking around and checking them out. And we didn't get too far. We walked maybe, 10 feet from your car, but we ran into the mayor of the city of Pottsville. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us today. And you know what, my producer, I didn't really like the lighting of this shot, but you said City Hall is right in the background, so this is perfect. Not too far from the office, huh?
No, it's right here. It's perfect.
Jim Muldowney, right?
Yes.
Got your name. Okay, and Mayor, today, special day, 26 years, Ed told me this is going on. I mean, just to see the people, you can see almost the whole thing right here. How much does this mean to you and the community?
It's a very important 26 years. These guys have been terrific to the city. They give all their money back to the city, the Lions does, and it brings so much to the city and our retail stores. It's a very important event that they have, and I'm very proud that what they've done and how hard they worked in the last 26 years.
Beautiful setting. I mean, do you get a lot of people? I just talked to someone from Allentown, doesn't get up to Pottsville a lot. I guess it's a nice showcase for Pottsville to come out and say, hey, look what we have to offer, and come back.
Absolutely, and that's our goal, and I believe that's the city's goal, and I believe it's Lions Club goal also, is to bring new people into the city, vibrate our businesses, and make the downtown grow.
And the last thing I really want to ask is if there's one thing people who maybe only come to this event in Pottsville for, or people who are going to watch this show because they love cars, if there's one thing you want them to know about Pottsville in the here and now, what is that? What do you guys have going on? Or
we got a lot going on, as everybody here knows. A lot of events in the city of Pottsville. This being one of the greatest and the longest, 26 years. It's everything that Pottsville is about, the heritage, and bringing people back to the city and get downtown hopping again. I think these guys are the backbone of what we have going, and they work so hard, and I give them all credit.
Ken, just last month, we had Yingling's 190th birthday party here in town. We had a national band came in. We had everything shut down here, and we had thousands of people came in, walked around the town, went to the different restaurants. There's a lot of small specialty shops here, candy stores, bakeries, and saw Pottsville. Maybe you were never here before. A lot of architecture in the buildings, and it was a great event, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of people from out of town for the 190th, also here for the cruise, and hopefully for the Pottsville on Tap, which is next month. So we are happening. It's a little city here, and we're moving forward. We want things to happen. We want to bring people in here.
And at Jollowin Park, we have an amphitheater, and we've been doing concerts there once a month. I know there's another jazz concert coming up here in the near future, and it's bringing a lot of people into town that have never been here.
Absolutely, and that's our whole goal.
I was here recently, you know what, I'm a big space guy, and I saw, Pottsville Area High School's doing Apollo Day. That's pretty neat. And then I learned they have an observatory, they have a planetarium. Maybe we could roll that B-roll that I shot there. I was there the whole day. I had a ball, and I said I didn't realize this was all down in Pottsville.
We also have down across from the wheel on 2nd Street, we have I don't even know the name of the shop. He sells.
I think you're talking about Martian materials because I was just talking to him.
Yes, and he had placed some pieces of the moon and different meteorites that he has throughout the town, like a little walking path. It's very interesting if you're into that kind of stuff, which it seems you are. So that would be something you should look into.
Everyone's going to say somehow you made the car show about space. I apologize. There's a lot of cars here today. I mean, did you get a chance to walk around yet? Are you kind of a car guy?
I've been up and down a couple times. I think they're neat. I never could afford one of them, but
that's why something like this is nice. Cool. You can come and just kind of look and appreciate. Well, Mayor, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. And thank you for having us here in the city of Pottsville.
Thank you very much.
Ken and the folks watching at home, when we come right back, we're going to see a lot of great cars. Tell your friends that are out of the area they can see us on ssptv.com. We have all the shows on there. If you have a loved one somewhere else in the country or overseas, watch it on the great World Wide Web.
Absolutely, Mayor. I thought you snuck out. I just kind of jumped in front of you. I apologize. Luckily, I'm a short guy. I'm a short guy, so the people just could see right overhead. Mayor, thank you. We'll be right back. Great Pottsville Cruise. Back here at the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise, Ken Cara. Over here we have Ed Hurst. This is Grant Ackerman in between us. Who's this?
Damien.
Damien joins us too. I wanted to get you intrigued. Let's do our sponsors, then we're going to come back and talk to Grant. This Great Pottsville Cruise on SSP TV being brought to you by Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton, Northeastern Pennsylvania's signature Corvette dealer with the best selection of new and pre-owned Corvettes. Go to fairwaymotors.com. Harry's You Pull It Auto Parts with 3 locations, Hazleton, Allentown, and Pennsburg. They have the lowest price and largest selection of auto parts. Go to WeGotUsed.com. And Vito's coal-fired pizza and restaurant, Coal Creek Plaza in St. Clair, offering fresh seafood, veal, chicken, specialty sandwiches, and of course, their coal-fired pizza offering on and off-site catering. Call them now, 570-429-1888. Grant, you got a lot going on here with the Hummer. I sense a theme. What came first, the Hummer or your love of maybe scariness and scary movies?
We put on a big display at our house in Berwick. We have a 20-room Victorian mansion, and the whole front yard is decked out for Halloween, so I just carried it over to this.
Did it have something to do with the color of your Hummer when you picked it out?
No, that was maroon with a tan interior when I got it, and I changed all that.
Nice. I'm going to ask about the background. I'll let Ed ask about the vehicle. So were you always into like Halloween and that though?
Yeah,
is that a part
always,
of your personality?
Always. Like I say, we put on a huge display. Kids are afraid to come into our yard. We have animatronics that are $2,000-$3,000 a piece. We really go all out.
You brought some of those decorations here today, I take it, because I'm seeing a lot. Is there something you really want me to feature when I go shoot this?
They stay in there year round.
Okay.
So I'm pretty popular at the Halloween parades. Catawissa, Danville, all those Halloween parades.
That's awesome. Ed, you got what about some car questions here?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Ken. I wouldn't want to wax this and polish the chrome on it. There's so much chrome, and how long does it take you to detail this?
About an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah, the wheels are the hardest.
Yeah, of course, the wheels are the hardest. So I take it started out as a stock orange H2, and then you added your touch to it.
Yes, I added 9,000 just in chrome and 20,000 for the interior. The interior was nothing like that when I got it.
How long do you own it?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. And how long did it take you to build it?
About that.
About that, 2.5 years. Well, you got this speed. There's not too many vehicles that'll make me speechless, but this is one. I don't even know where to start with this.
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't listening to you guys all. You say Damien here?
Damien.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to him. You got that. You know what? You even brought like trick-or-treating. They even brought like treats. You had free Play-Doh sit out for everybody.
Yep,
nice.
It's for all about the kids. I don't care about the trophies, nothing like that. Just like to see the kids happy.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite scary movie or favorite?
I guess The Evil Dead.
Evil Dead?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. So if people are in Berwick, are you saying stop by on October 31st?
Oh, definitely. Or? We have last year we had 700 kids over 2 nights stop at our house.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, anything else, Ed?
Ken, see, now this is something coming to the Great Pottsville Cruise. Now here's a vehicle you would never see before. I mean, this is...
It's cool to see too.
One of a kind.
It's one thing with the cars and that, which is great, but you can have a little fun with it. I mean, this is kind of
something completely different. You know, I have a Camaro. I have a Mustang at home. I have a Hyundai Tiburon, a tuner car, but I wanted something completely different. So.
All right. Well, Grant, thank you so much. We're going to continue on here at the Great Pottsville Cruise.
Okay, folks, we were walking down the street and this caught my eye. A 1955 Bel Air, blue and orange. This is a very unique color combination, and I'm here with the owner, and he's from Lidditz, PA. And tell me about your car there. I see 2 4-barrels there. What are we running under the hood there?
It's a 406. That's a full race motor. Got 625, full roller cam, not hydraulic roller, full cam, 12.5 to 1 final compression.
And
the car's been 955 on the drag strip.
I see NOS on there, so you have nitrous oxide on it.
That's with a 300 shot of nitrous.
300 shot of nitrous. Yep. What kind of rear end in it?
Has a 9-inch Ford, has 430 gears, that has a tall tire.
Do you have to run a Sunoco truck aside of it to keep it fueled?
Believe it or not, I get a little over 8 miles a gallon with it.
That's good. Can you drive it on street pump gas or race gas?
I drive it on pump gas. It doesn't ping, doesn't knock, but when you add racing gas to it, you can literally feel the difference in power.
Okay, in the interior there, I see you got some racing seats. You got a full roll cage in the car.
Yep. Yeah, full cage.
Well,
weighs 3,200 pounds with me in it.
Weld wheels.
Yep.
Fuel cell in the trunk.
Yep.
So you're all ready to go. You're taking on all comers, street or strip.
And I drive it everywhere. It's not a trailer queen.
That's what I like.
If
Somebody.
a cow in the back window says, "You see this on a trailer? Call 911. It's stolen."
Great saying. That's what I like. Somebody that builds a car and then they enjoy it. It's not going to sit in the garage and wax it and look at it. And I can't take it out. I can't go here. I'm afraid to do this and that. You're a real good enthusiast to the automotive hobby.
That's all I do. I eat and sleep cars.
So have I. That's my problem since I was 6 years old.
My motto: cars come first, eating comes second, and everything else wherever it falls in.
Is this your first time up here at the Pottsville Cruise?
First time at this show, yes.
Do you like it?
Yes, I do. Real nice.
Well, that's great. So it was a pleasure talking to you. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day here at the Great Pottsville Cruise.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, folks, more cars to come.
We're now joined by John Mascarenas, and you know what's funny, John? Whenever Ed sees a Corvette or someone, it's like Christmas morning here. He's running over to it. He's all excited. I mean, you and Ed go, you know, Ed, you guys go back a little bit?
Ed and I go back 20 years, 25 years, and been involved with the Corvettes. So if you want to know anything about Corvettes, this is a guy you talk to.
This seems like a friendly community with the Corvettes, Ed. I mean, how does this work? I buy a Corvette and I'm just in, or do I call somebody? How do you get connected?
Usually we have an application that people fill out. A lot of the places tell people about the Corvette Club. It's a local club in Schuylkill County. We have 65 members, and we're very active in the community.
Last thing I really want to ask is there's a lot of nice cars here today, but why would you say, hey, the Corvette's still number one in all of our...
It's still America's sports car. You can have all the rest, but nothing beats a Corvette.
All right, Ed, take it away, sir.
Well, John wears many hats. Besides being a past president of the Schuylkill Valley Corvette Club, John's also a member of the Pottsville Lions. You were a past president?
Past president of the Lions Club as well.
And the Lions Club is what puts on the Great Pottsville Cruise. So John and I have interacted on many occasions between the cruise, the Corvette Club, and I just sold John this 2019 Corvette at Fairway Chevrolet back at our Corvette show in June.
I wasn't going to, did not have any intentions of buying a car. My wife even told Ed to stay away from me so that I wouldn't buy a car. She seen this car, fell in love with it, and
the wife usually gives in if she likes the car. But let's get back to talking about the Lions Club and the event here, about the charities that we raise money for here in the local community.
Over the 23 years that the Lions Club has been involved with the cruise, we've raised over $1 million. Some of the money has gone to buying vans for the local Pottsville Library. We've donated money to numerous organizations within the community each year that we raise money.
And also here today, the Corvette Club side of it, we donated the money for the band Shake, Rattle, and Salt.
Yes, we donate money for the band here today. We also have a car show in September 15th, 9 to 3, Bubeck Park. And all the money that we raise, we donate to charities within the community. We have Big Impact, we have the Pottsville Soup Kitchen, SPCA, we do therapeutic riding program through the avenues, and we do the Schuylkill churches, their food pantry in Schuylkill Haven.
Tell me this now, if you're driving different Corvettes throughout the decades, what kind of sets them apart? Can you feel it? If you were blindfolded and hopped in a Corvette, you think you could be like, I know what year this is, or I know it?
Yes, you could definitely tell the difference just by getting in the car, and then by driving them. You get a straight axle car and you know every bump in the road.
What sticks out about the 2019 Ed sold you now?
The color, the performance, everything about it just is classy.
All right, well, Ed, you got anything else for John here?
No, he's here with his fellow Corvette Club members today. Earlier he was parking cars for the Lions Club, so now he's just enjoying it. They're all sitting here under a tree in the shade, enjoying the nice breeze blowing here. But
get ready for dinner.
Yeah, you guys are right near the food stand too. It's behind the camera, but I'm smelling it.
Ken, one thing about Corvette Club, guys, all the trips we do, it's either the car shows, but it's always on the weekends we go somewhere for dinner. We support a lot of restaurants in all the surrounding communities and counties.
It's nice. You guys seem like you support a lot. Like it's your hobby, but you want to also just say, hey, we're going to give back a little bit.
We do. We want to be involved in the community. I think you need to be involved in your community every year. So we are, and we support a lot of different restaurants. Like Ed says, we travel all over. We go for lunch, dinner, ice cream, and then coffee.
There's a meal for any time of the day, really. I don't think we'll get an argument from
our Corvette Club also in November, we're big supporters of Toys for Tots. One year we donated like 25 bicycles to Toys for Tots. We're a big supporter of that coming up in the fall.
So last thing you would say, maybe if people do have a Corvette, don't be shy. Like reach out to this group, please. Right. You're welcoming people.
Right. We are as friendly can be. We enjoy just meeting different people and going out and just driving.
And you'll eat very, very, very well. Very good. So
yes, we will. Thank you.
Thank you, John, for your time. We appreciate it. We'll be right back with more from the Great Pottsville Cruise.
Okay, folks, welcome back here to the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise. I'm here with Mark from Hazel Township, PA, We're from Hazleton with SSP TV, and I work at Fairway Chevrolet. I'm the Corvette specialist there. I spotted this 69 Oldsmobile 442. Tell me about your car. How long do you have it?
We have this car about 4 years. We had it shipped from Nevada to me just because of the rust difference. Northeast cars, they're harder to handle. Charlie Baskin up on 309 did all the work. Beautiful car. I'm so happy the way it came out.
Yeah, having a car out of the dry heat in the West, you don't have to worry about floor issues or rusting through or the trunk or things like that. Usually they pretty much are preserved. What size engine do you have in this?
It's a 455 redone. Jensen Motor Technology rebuilt it for me. Did an outstanding job on it.
Transmission?
Transmission's a 4-speed Muncie, 390 gears in the rear.
And it was a factory 4-speed car?
It is an original 442 car, yes.
With a factory 4-speed, that's kind of hard to find. Most of these, if I remember back in the day, were sort of like a luxury muscle car. A lot of them had air, power windows, automatic on the floor, bucket seats.
This is bare. This is bare. It doesn't have air conditioning. Yeah. It's pure muscle.
Well, when they ordered this back then, somebody had in mind, I just want to go compete against everything else on the street back then, Camaros, Chevelles, Mustangs, Mopars. So they were going for the performance issue, spinning the rear tires and having fun.
Yes, I didn't open it up yet, fresh motor, so we're trying to take it easy on it. So first oil change, we'll see what we do.
Is this your first time here at the Great Pottsville Cruise?
Yes, first time here.
Enjoying the day?
Absolutely. Beautiful day. Come on down. Beautiful day.
Did you get to walk around up on the street there and see some of the neat cars?
Absolutely. A lot of nice cars here today.
A lot of nice cars. They always show up here. Well, thank you again for attending our event, and good luck with your car.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
When we come back to the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise, we're going to see a lot more cars, more interviews. And again, folks, you can see us on ssptv.com.
Welcome back to the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise. Ken Cara with Ed Hurst down there in the Orange. Want to thank our sponsors really quick. Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton, Northeastern Pennsylvania's signature Corvette dealer with the best selection of new and pre-owned Corvettes. Go to fairwaymotors.com. Harry's U Pullett Auto Parts with 3 locations, Hazleton, Allentown, and Pittsburgh. They have the lowest price and largest selection of auto parts. Go to wegotused.com. And Vito's Coal-Fired Pizza and Restaurant, Coal Creek Plaza in St. Clair, offering fresh seafood, veal, chicken, specialty sandwiches, and of course, their coal-fired pizza, offering an on and off-site catering menus, and they can accommodate any party size. Call 570-429-1888. Here with Tommy, Carl, and a huge crew of people. Ed, actually, you wanted to give one more shout out to local businesses before we move on.
My good friends up there at Harry's U Pullett, Joe Kress, doing a great job up there. You need any kind of used auto parts, go see Harry's U Pullett. Like Ken said, 3 locations. They're the best. Can't find it at Harry's, it doesn't exist.
Well, and I feel like we've traveled back in time here. I appreciate all the effort. I am all in for when people get excited about things and do things. And I know you said you were going to speak, Tommy, but Jacqueline, I did want to ask you one question, because I came over and I said, whose cars? And you said, it kind of ours for today?
Yeah, we're borrowing it for the day, yeah.
Are you guys related?
This is my dad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we planned this whole thing. We went thrift store shopping, got the whole outfit and everything, and we drove our car here.
Nice. Dad always been a car guy? I mean,
absolutely. Oh, yeah, I was born probably in the car, I don't know.
And is it authentic garb? I mean, can we match this to the decade? Or
Oh, yeah, this is definitely 100% authentic, yeah.
That's awesome. So as we're talking about the car, what kind of car are we talking about?
The 38 Dodge D8 is all original except for the wheels, but it's all steel. You know, the Horace and John brothers, the Dodge brothers, they were the guys that came up with this idea. And you just can't beat this old style car, you know. Besides the new one, you know, the old style is really it. It's it, you know.
You guys picked this spot too. I said I love the brick wall. It just kind of works for you. This whole crew over here.
Yeah, this was a shady spot this morning. It turned out to be sunny, but seems to be the spot right now.
Growing up, I mean, did you get your kids involved with the cars? Were they like, oh, I might go help Dad, or we're gonna go take a ride in the car. This is gonna be fun.
We grew up with cars in our life. I've been a car enthusiastic for years and years and years with Challengers, Cudas, Chargers. So I have a bunch of them. So I'm a Chrysler, pure Dodge, all Mopar.
I was gonna say, why Mopar? I see. Was there a reason? Or
I had Fords and Chevy early on, but my dad got into Chryslers, the Mopars, and I stuck with them the rest of my life. So I just enjoyed the Chrysler Corporation cars.
Is this a peaceful atmosphere, Ed? Now I'm a big Penn State fan. They play like Michigan and Ohio State. We all get along in the stadium, but you're wearing your Corvette hat. It's like, it's peaceful, everyone's cool.
He was a smart one, sticking with the Mopars, especially if he kept them from the 60s and 70s. Their muscle cars are worth more than anybody's.
That seemed to be the problem. Years ago, they weren't the most dominant car, but now, if you want to buy a Mopar 60s, 70s, you're looking at big dollars for them. And I have probably 18 Cudas Challenger Chargers, so.
Do you have any Hemi cars?
No Hemis, 440s and 383s and 6-cylinder.
You don't have a Superbird Roadrunner hiding out there, do you?
No, I don't have that.
Are you sure?
No Superbird.
What can you tell us about the car here today? I'm going to shoot it. Ed's obviously the car guy. I don't know if you picked up. I'm not a huge car guru here, but I mean, what should I notice about your car? It's one like takeaway.
It was repainted, and originally, you know, when you ordered a car like that, what color do you want? Black? Okay, black it is. You know, you had one choice. But interior is pretty much original, except a couple things were changed. But you know, it's a flathead 6-cylinder, 1-barrel carburetor, 3-speed on the floor. No radio, no air conditioner.
It was pretty hot.
Where are you guys from again?
Higgins.
Higgins. Okay.
So it was a hot ride here. We were pretty.
Right to the shade.
Okay, so car number 2 is
the second car is a 2017 Dodge Hellcat, 707 horsepower. Can't keep the wheels from spinning. It's just, you got to be on it all the time. But it's a fun car to drive. It's got all the bells and whistles, cooled seats, heated seats, air conditioning, sunroof. I love the car. It's a good running car, riding car.
Have you had to put back tires on it yet?
Not yet, but pretty soon.
Pretty close, yeah. Yeah, they don't last long, especially when you go to new media racing and you're spinning them, getting them hot and smoking them. But
well, it's hard to keep that car out without spinning the tires. It just seems like it's always, you got to get on it, get on it, you know?
You got to get on it. It's just the way it is. Enjoying your day here at the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise?
Yes, we are. We attended last year. They had the first cruise around last year. Again, it was kind of deleted there for some time, but they brought it back. So we come here every year pretty much for this Pottsville. It's really nice, really nice.
Yeah, in the years in the past when we used to do the whole city and stuff, but as like any group, the volunteers keep falling off. Younger people don't have any interest in
Is
cars.
this a call for volunteers now, Ed? If you're watching and you like cars, maybe get involved?
No matter where you're at, if you're in Pottsville, Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, wherever our reach is here today, Lackawanna County or Poconos, if you're a young person, get involved in a civic organization. Join the Lions Club of Kiwanis. You know, it's becoming a dying breed. Our people keep falling off. We don't get young people in, and you know, someday an event like this got to come to an end when you have no help is the biggest problem.
And it is a great event, and you'll probably notice before we sign off here, the shot doesn't end at Ed. Who do we have standing at the back there?
This is my wife, Emily Ann.
Okay, Emily.
Her, Jacqueline's friend, Diana.
Hi, Diana. Yeah, we drug you guys on. Ed's ready to throw the mic in your face, and they were like, we're not talking, but hey, go ahead.
Well, obviously your husband's into cars, so are you into cars?
Pretty much, yeah, because of him.
Because of him. Well, happy wife, happy life for you.
Well, this was great, guys. Thank you so much for your time over here. We appreciate it. I had a ball. Enjoy the rest of the day here in Pottsville. We still have a lot more coming your way, so stay tuned.
Okay, folks, welcome back to the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise. I'm your co-host, Ed Hurst, and I'm here with a good friend of mine, Rodney. He always brings some totally off-the-wall car here that like hours of workmanship, and today we have his 49 Chevy Fleetline. Just take a look at this. Folks viewing at home, the paint on this car is like a mirror and a piece of glass. It is just so flawless, deep depth. I'm sure there was a lot of hours of wet sanding and buffing to achieve this.
Yeah, the car took us about 3.5 years to build. It's a 49 Chevy Fleetline. We chopped it 2.5 inches. Has an LS2. It's the L76 all aluminum motor in it.
So like a C6 generation Corvette.
Yeah, it came out of a 2009, Pontiac G8.
And the leather interior in here, who did the interior in this car?
Well, believe it or not, my father did the interior. It was the second interior he ever did in his life.
That is stunning, the craftsmanship. I see we got Foose wheels on the car, and it's lowered. On air ride, you can raise and lower it.
Yep, it's the original 49 Chevy frame. It has a Heights Mustang 2 in the front, Ride Tech 4-link in the back, and it has Ride Tech air all the way around.
Have you taken it to many shows?
Yeah, actually, we just were at the Syracuse Nationals 2 weeks ago, and we took a Street Rodder top 100 pick, so.
Well, that's saying something when to do that up there, but the workmanship on this car is just phenomenal. Did you ever think of going into building these cars as a career?
My dad and I joke. We always say if we knew it 20 years ago, we probably would have, but a little too late in life. But, you know, it's still a great hobby just to spend time with my father. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, if we could only buy back time. And, I mean, I've seen, for the folks at home, I've seen some of the cars that he's done. He's done a Cadillac that is spectacular, and you had the surfboard car here, the Pontiac, the Woody. I mean, you always come up with a nice theme, and I'm telling you, I think you really missed your true calling. You and your dad, you know, your dad had a body shop, but I think you guys could have went into being custom car builders. Especially now with television, how you see everybody, the Gas Monkey Garage and Chip Foose and all the other places, the Count and stuff. You guys might have been TV stars building your own cars.
Yeah, maybe we missed our calling, Ed.
It's not too late, Rodney.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. When we come back to the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise, it wouldn't be a cruise without talking to the granddaddy of the cruise, Jerry Enders, coming up. Stay tuned.
Now with Ed, what did you call this gentleman right here, Jerry? The granddaddy?
He's the granddaddy of the cruise. The Pottsville Cruise wouldn't be what it is today and in the past without Jerry. Jerry's dedicated his whole life for the last 20 plus years to this event, bringing people in here, running around on cruise day, putting fires out, things that go wrong, and trying to make things right. It's Jerry's show, and Jerry informed me that this is probably going to be the last for him. He's going to retire and take a little break. Jerry, is that true or false?
Well, that's true, Ed. You know, I've been around for 26 years. I've seen the hype. I mean, those days we had a four-day event. We had the Batmobile here, Dennis Gage, Sean Viev. We had all kinds of celebrities. Ed, you hit the top where there's no further up the ladder you can go. But you know, I have grandkids and you know, family, and it's at the point I want to start stepping back a little bit, enjoying some time, going to the shore, talk to all these people. What are you doing? So I went to the shore. Well, I'm getting ready for the cruise. And you know, Ed, you've been by my side for 20 years, and it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work prepping for it. The day of is when it comes together, but it's the work for 6 or 8 months ahead of time.
I don't know if you should know at home, especially if you're car fans, but I don't know if we properly introduced Jerry Enders, and also with the Jerry's Classic Cars and Collectibles Museum. That's amazing down there. I mean, that's still going on. I mean, people could drop by. That was my first time there last year, and I had a ball.
Well, that's a fabulous place, and thank you for mentioning it. And there again, Eddie's saying, you know, I'm going to retire. What am I going to do? I want to spend more time with my hobby, and my hobby is classic cars, my museum, and I'm not getting the time I really want there to add new displays, do new things in there, new fun things. So I'm going to get to spend a little more time there, my grandkids, and just take a little vacation time once in a while. But 26 years, have no regrets. It's been a great ride, great people. I've made so many great friends. And Ed and I can walk up and down the street, and I'd have to say he and I are the only two can walk up and down, and we will shake hands with 80% of the people because they all know we're the car guys.
You mentioned the Batmobile. Ed, I could ask you this question too as well. What exactly when you look back on the 26 years here, what sticks out in your mind? Is there one memory right now that's boom right to it that you could think of?
Well, the one memory was 2008. Everything came together. It was a fabulous year, and we just had like 1,200 cars. The weather was perfect like today. It was just a great day. Remember that, Ed? March Hall? 1,200 cars. We had Dennis Gage come in from My Classic Car, and it just brought tons of people. And then we had him back again in 2010. So a lot of great memories. And the friends you meet, the people you meet, the car people, they're all great. It's all great.
You know, Jerry, I was just having a conversation with some of the car people here, and I said, our civic organizations are becoming a dying breed. Younger people aren't joining Lions clubs, Kiwanis clubs, Rotary clubs, and you know, people ask, why don't you drive around anymore? Well, when we had 150 volunteers, it was easy to block off 10 miles of road in the town to do this. Now that our club has shrunk so much, right, and our average age of our volunteers is probably 60 and up, it's tough. And you know, if younger people don't get involved, someday this event won't be here anymore. If you don't have volunteers, you know, this isn't as simple as these cars just show up, park themselves. You know, you have to have entertainment, you got to have food. You know, we have portable toilets.
It's the whole package, Ed.
It's
It's the whole package. And you hit on something there, but you know what, Ed? Let's look back 20 years, 25 years. How many of our wonderful members and guys that came out and made hot dogs, they're gone. They passed away, they died. We lost so many older volunteers, Wayne and all of them, Wayne Covely comes to mind because he used to rustle up at least 10 fire police extra force so we could close the streets down. And those people are gone. And the new people, like you said, Ed, the young people don't want to take the responsibility. Plus the permits you need today and everything you got, the hoops you go through, I hate to say it, but the hoops to shut down the street and the insurance factor, it's really become a challenge. So, but we still are having a great day here. And changing it up to this, it was a perfect thing to do.
What would you say to young people who do want to get involved? How can they get involved? I mean, if they are interested, they see this, they say, hey, you know what, I do want to help.
Well, they can call myself, call the Pottsville Lions Club, go on Facebook. We have the Great Pottsville Cruise on Facebook, and just go on Facebook and say, hey, I want to get involved. I'd like to join in, help park cars, and be involved. And we have a couple of young people started today, but you got to get some training and get them in there. So the day of the event, it runs smooth. We had a little bit of up and down today with the parking, but it all came together. But the thing that brought the parking of the cars together were Ed and I, the old timers.
You know how it's run, and you guys got it down. How much does it mean to you guys? Right before we went on and started recording here, there were two little kids in front of your car taking pictures. Does that still mean a lot? I mean, even at your museum, I guess, when you see some younger people coming in and truly enjoying it.
Right. Well, that's heartwarming. That is absolutely heartwarming. I love it when the kids are looking at the cars and taking pictures. I love it when the parents bring them up here and talk about them, and that's heartwarming to see. What I love about the cruise is not just the cars and all, but what this gives back to the community, and it's a family event. This is one of the only non-alcoholic events that go on that are this big in the city.
Last thing I want to ask, Ed, is there any car today? It's been 26 years. I know you and Ed are the experts. Was there anything that stuck out in your mind today?
Well, like the Cadillac there you just interviewed, but it's hard to pick one when you have so many great cars. I mean, these guys open the hoods. I mean, they got $10,000, $20,000 in just a motor.
Ken, now we have Jerry's going to pass the torch off, I guess, to Rich, and Rich is going to have to run with the ball next year. So you got some very big shoes to fill, Rich. I mean, I've been with Jerry 20 plus years doing this event, and I've seen the highs and the lows and the ups and the downs and the great weather and big turnouts to one day hailstorms came in, rain wiped out, bands canceled. I mean, there's a lot can go wrong. Number one, you're held hostage by up here in the sky, the rain. The cars will come if the weather's nice, but you got a lot of big shoes to fill, and how do you feel about that?
It's a lot. It really is. I still don't think I quite got all of what he does down, but he has assured me that if I need him, he's going to be there to help me along the way. I look at it, this is Jerry's baby, and he just lets me play with it once in a while, and he's always going to be the one I fall to for my advice and when I have a question, because he's pretty much seen it and done it. It's a lot to really do. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. Even in the last week, I really didn't have much free time, and that was just doing the little things I do. That's not counting the stuff him and the staff down at his car lot have been doing all week. So I haven't even gotten to even fathom that part of it yet.
Well, let me just say this, Rich. He threw you the keys and you took the car out for a test drive twice, now for 2 years. Now, next year, you've bought the car. So now all the headaches with the car come to you now.
I may like the car, but maybe I don't want the payments. No, but it's when you sit back and you get a great day and a crowd like this, it's what makes it worth it. I really was not having the best of mornings. I mean, what could have went wrong did go wrong, and
it always does.
We got up here and we tried to set up. We were scheduled to start at 3 today. We came up and closed the streets at 1, just trying to get the streets cleared off. You were here.
That's always a big deal.
We just wanted to get the streets cleared off so we could start setting up, and they were already up there, double stacked into the intersection. And I went up to try to see what I could do to get started, just so people don't get in an accident. And there's the line. And so when you had the support like that come out, it definitely turned a bad day into a good day quick.
Let me just say this. If you keep it like this next year, you should be pretty good to go. You shouldn't have much problems.
We made a change this year. This is the first year in probably the last 6 that we brought trophies back. The Pottsville Cruise trophy was always kind of a holy grail trophy. We talked about bringing it back. We have really good sponsors who allow us to do a lot of things, and Pioneer Pole Building stepped right up and said, "Yep, we're in," and they sponsored the trophies. Hopefully that is what's bringing some extra cars today. I mean, we did Top 26 this year to honor 26 years. Probably next year, looking at, we'll bump it up a little more. Again, it's
all right,
Rich.
Rich.
To see how it went.
I got to wrap it up here, folks. When we come back to the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise, we got a few more interviews, and then we're going to wrap it up for the evening here from downtown Pottsville. Stay tuned.
And this happens every year. We walk up and down, we meet people, and boom, we're out of time. But you always have a few cars that you still want to talk about. There were one or two that kind of really stuck out to you.
Yeah, a couple of times we went by that purple 58 Chevy Impala. It was down in the lower portion of the street here. Car was really nice. When it rolled in here today, I had my eye on that. That was one I really looked forward to talking to the owner. He just wasn't around the car. The other one, a car of like special interest. Yeah, and quite you're right. The orange Excalibur that's here in this block that we're standing in, because it's not every day you see an Excalibur, especially one in orange. Most were white, red, or black.
Nice. Ed, what happens when you go off the air here? You got a few more hours left in this cruise. You're gonna get some food, stand by your Corvette. I mean, what happens the rest of the night here?
When I get off, I need something to drink. I'm going into Greystone. I'm going in and have a Yingling Light and a steak here at the Greystone, my favorite restaurant in town. But
well, every year I'm here, I get a new appreciation of cars. I also get an appreciation of Lions Club and what everyone's doing here for the community in Pottsville and our area. That's a big takeaway from today. Closing thoughts, Ed. Anything else you want to get in before we sign off?
Again, we met so many nice people from so many different towns that came here to the 26th Annual Great Pottsville Cruise, and it's all about the cars. You know, to me, it's all about the cars, and it doesn't matter, you know, if your car is a year old to 100 years old, if it's worth $2,000 to $200,000. It's the story. It's like my grandfather left me the car, or it was my dad's car. We did a father and son restoration project. And we put it together and we got it ready and we brought it here and showed it off, and that's what it's all about. The cars are the stars of the show.
We do get a lot of those family stories too. I'm thinking about the Mopar family having a lot of fun here today as well. I had a lot of fun. Want to thank our sponsors one last time here in Pottsville. Fairway Chevrolet in Hazleton, northeastern Pennsylvania's signature Corvette dealer with the best selection of new and pre-owned Corvettes. Go to fairwaymotors.com. Yes, Ed?
And if you want to buy a newer pre-owned Corvette, come up and see me, since I'm the Corvette specialist there, and I'll make your dreams come true of owning a Corvette, as well as any other Chevy or Subaru that we have, because we are a new Subaru dealer also.
Yeah, you know I have my Subaru, and I absolutely love my Subarus. Maybe I'll bring it to the cruise. Maybe. Oh, absolutely wonderful.
That's
honestly,
great.
Not saying this because I'm reading the sponsors right here. We've been going there for years, like part of the family. I mean,
part
really
of the family,
truly,
yes. We're a family-owned business, 3 generations, been there since 1960, and we have a lot of repeat business.
As patient as you are with me at explaining cars, that's how patient Fairway Subaru is too, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and our next sponsor, Joe Kress, Harry Jew Pullet. I mean, what a great place. If you need new or used parts, they have them. Thousands upon thousands of cars, inventory changing monthly. If they don't have it today, maybe next week, 2 weeks from now, they'll have that car in there with the part you need.
And they have 3 locations, Hazleton, Allentown, and Pittsburgh. They have the lowest prices and largest selection of auto parts. Go to WeGotUsed.com, and Vito's coal-fired pizza was just there this week.
Yes.
Turkey hoagie, some of their bread with the oil and that, delicious.
Get the brick oven pizza the next
so
time you
good.
stop over.
Located in Coal Creek Plaza in St. Clair, offering fresh seafood, veal, chicken, specialty sandwiches, and of course their coal-fired pizza. Offering on and off-site catering, they can accommodate any party size. Call 570-429-1888. I think I got that right. The paper's falling apart. It's been a long day here, Ed, but I had fun.
How do your feet feel?
Pretty good. I could go a few more rounds. I've got energy from all these people.
Big Sam
today.
let us tape another hour show?
Yeah, I think you have no problem with that.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Ed, thank you so much again this year for Ed Hurst, Ken Cara at the Great Pottsville Cruise. Take it easy, everyone.